Hi friends, how are you? Hope you are having a lovely day. Today I decided to start a new investment portfolio to try and generate some more passive income sources, and I would like to document this progress month by month at the end of each month just to see how I'm doing and have some accountability in place to make sure I am actually researching and dedicating time to investment. And I would also like to share that on YouTube. And yeah, I don't have that much experience. It could possibly not go great. But I thought if it goes well, then it's really great educational content. If it goes bad, it's going to be really great entertaining content. Just watch me become poor, from poor to poor. And I hope this is not too boring to watch. Thank you very much for joining me today, and let's get started. Okay, hi. So we are back on the screen recording now, and I've got my glasses on to make it look like I know what I'm talking about. Of course, I don't know what I'm talking about, but look like I know what I'm talking about is what I'm going for here. I'm using HL, Hargreaves Lansdown. I hope it's how they pronounce it. Maybe by the end of this video series I will know how to pronounce the name, but I will just stick with HL just to be safe. And I'm using a stock and share ISA, and if it's one thing I can recommend in investing, if you are in the UK, it's always good to go with a ISA because it will give you some tax allowance, I believe up to £20,000. So the total value of the portfolio is here, the £2,000. I have only invested stock value, so I have actually invested £1,000, and you can see already I am losing money here. But to be fair, it's not really something that I worry about. Like, I'm expecting some volatility and some fluctuation, and of course it's normal for stocks to grow or decrease over time. I did buy at a particular high point in the market. So yeah, hopefully they redress over time and they start growing as well, the total value of my stocks. But at the same time, I'm not that worried about the total value of my stock. I'm more worried about getting more dividends and making sure I am increasing the dividend payments. Other than that, I do have some cash here sitting, £1,000 left, which I have not really decided yet where I would like to invest those, and I'm just sitting with them as cash. Probably shouldn't do that, but I just couldn't decide on what else to invest in, and I would probably like to have more of a consistent investment over time instead of £1,000 in one day like I did with these two accounts already. So I invested in, this is one of the stock and this is the second part of the stock, and then the value I've put in them is 700 and 300, but this one has gone down, so that's the total I have lost so far, £1.69. So yeah, I've put quite a high amount from the beginning, but I just wanted to get started and have something done in the month of January to get myself on track to start investing for dividends. But for the rest of the £1,000, I might just set it up as £100 every month just to cost average and try to avoid that market volatility as it fluctuates. I will buy at different points, at high points, low points, and I'm not, as much as I have done now, invest 700 and 300 into an account that is going to go down. I'm expecting them both to kind of go down. I'm surprised this one hasn't. But anyway, one thing I am going for is trying to get as much monthly dividends as possible. So this one, the Artemis High Income stock, is a monthly income generating stock, whereas this one I think it's annual. I think it's annual or biannually. Anyway, so I would like it to become more of a monthly thing because then I can reinvest them quicker into the stock. And also my end goal in maybe 5-10 years from now would be to have some income coming just from dividends, and hopefully use that as a source of income. So one thing I should maybe say that the monthly one, I bought it last week, so I'm not really expecting the income to come until April, I believe, because this is ex-dividend based. So they have, most accounts have some rules of you need to buy it before this date to be paid on this date, and they usually expect you to hold the account for 2 months to avoid people just buying buying stock, buying an index fund stock, take the dividend and then sell the stock. And to avoid that, you have to hold the stock for a while to be considered an investor and get the dividends from it. I think this is me for the month of January. I know it's not a lot, but it's just a setup to show what I have currently, and hopefully I'll have a better update in February. I'm not expecting to get any dividends, but just to get a better feel for the platform and a better feel for what I want to invest in and learn a bit more about the different index funds they offer. I'm not sure how useful this has been, and I know I'm not very good at maybe explaining this, but I'm hoping to learn as time passes and explain much better, because I don't really have a lot of knowledge of this specific platform, this fund, and I don't have experience with index funds. That's going to be a new thing for me, and the more I learn, the more I'm going to do. I promise I'm going to do good. I promise I'm going to do good. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful rest of the day.